Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me show you some new patterns of movements today. I think judo, one way to see judo is it's about learning new patterns or new sequences of movements, teaching your body to move in a new way. I think the stuff I'm going to show you today is going to help your judo, but I think it's just fun, and it's just a good challenge, even if you're not interested in judo. Feel free, or actually please do, come up with your own patterns or sequences. So basically take a few movements and make a pattern, make a sequence of different movements that challenge your body. This is what I'm looking for. If you just do it by yourself, that's one thing. If you record it, that's a completely different thing. That's a trick that you can play with your brain to make you really, challenge yourself. Okay? Move this so I can see my feet. Start with the basic. My foot is bent to the side. My knee is straight. I'm sweeping dust off the mat. My hand goes down because at the same time that I'm sweeping, I'm going to pull my opponent to the ground. Now let's do it with a step. Same thing, into a squat, sweep. Step into a squat, sweep. I step into a squat, I jump up, sweep. Squat, sweep. Step into a squat, step into sweep. Step into a squat, step into sweep. Okay? Now, so I'm sweeping, so if my opponent has his or her feet here, I'm sweeping this foot. But now I can also be sweeping this foot. So these are my opponent's feet. I can be sweeping this foot, or I can be sweeping this foot. So when I was doing this, I was sweeping the outside foot. The next thing, I'm going to be sweeping this foot. Imagine this foot is a little forward. I can step, sweep. Okay? So, this is the next movement. Turn 90 degrees, sweep towards the wall. I'm facing away from the wall. I'm turning 90 degrees. I'm sweeping towards the wall. If you can, when you turn, the foot doesn't stay like this. It turns, if you can. Because if the foot stays like this, you're blocking your sweep. If your foot turns, it gives way to sweep. So first, don't worry about the feet. Just make sure you're not doing this. You have to turn and come back. Turn 90 degrees, sweep, come back. Turn 90 degrees, sweep, come back. Now focus on the foot. because at first your foot is going to stay like this. But if you focus a little bit, make it, turn your hips. I'm still working on that, by the way. It's not something that comes naturally to me. And once you get the form, work on the speed. Now, maybe we can combine. First, I'm going to try this step. You can combine them, come up with your own sequence, your own pattern to combine them. Okay, that was my next one. Okay, so here's our basic throw. Sayonari. I'm going to make a few sequences off of that, a few patterns. First, work on your feet. Two steps. Look. 1, 2. My feet facing forward. It's as if you see a traditional Japanese training, you will see a square on the ground. And your feet should always be end up in the corners of the square. So make an imaginary square and your feet always in the corners of the square, and they end up never twisted in a weird way. They always, at the end of the movement, they're always parallel, facing the same way. Okay? So first make sure you get that. And you come back. I came in this way, I come back to the same side. Came to this side, I don't continue, no. I come back to the same side. I came to this side, I come back to this side. Now we add the squat. After a while, your movement becomes so fast that you don't see separate steps. You practically jump into it. It starts with the same step, but when you do it fast, you will notice it's like a jump. It feels like a jump, looks like a jump, but it's all 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, this is the standard. More advanced version is, instead of putting your feet together, instead of this, you're doing this. Okay? This could be a different throw or just a different version of sayonara. So let's forget about judo, and just for the sake of learning new patterns, let's do this. Turn into this position. So we're turning like for a sayonara, but we put our foot back. Okay, we're going to do both sides. Try to keep your balance. So the knee barely touches the floor. Ich, knee, san, chi. See, try to find a good angle here. Ich, knee, san, chi, no, roku, ichi, chi, So I just came up with this, but I feel I need some work on this. I don't care if this is a real, this is a real throw. I've seen people do this, but it's not the same practicing without a partner. So I don't know how realistic when I'm doing this, but who cares? I'm teaching my body a new pattern. I'm exercising my brain actually. My brain is the one who tells my body how to move. And it's also a good exercise. I can feel it. So, step with this. The back foot goes far. Come back. Step. Instead of stepping in the same, the back foot goes as far as you can. Step, far. Come up. Back to the same position. Other side. Step as far as you can. Back to the same position. Step. You might be thinking, why am I spending so much time on this? Well, try it. It's not as easy as you think to get it clean, to be happy with how you move. Okay, same idea. Instead of stepping, putting the back foot far, I'm going to slide. So my front foot goes far. So I slide. Slide. I slide. Both are acceptable variations of Seyanagi, shoulder throw, the classic. Okay? The back foot, the front foot. Let's do a few with the front foot. Slide in, throw, slide, reach, knee, sun, chi. Okay? Okay. One last thing. Maybe. What time we got? You know what? This is enough for the day. This video is gonna get too long otherwise. Arigatou gozaimashita. Sayonara.